Building a car classifieds application with OpenSpec, one of many spec-driven development frameworks. In this video, I'm going to set up the solution and initiate OpenSpec within VS Code. Throughout the series, I'll be using GPT 5.3 Codex as the main AI agent to generate the code. If you are completely new to OpenSpec and spec-driven development, please make sure to watch my other videos with links in the description. These will be introductions that are very simple to follow. The main outcome of this video to have the AI agent scaffold or create a basic solution shell for the .NET projects. The solution and projects layout are following a best practice convention that most developers are going to find familiar. So the practical demo for this first step is doable within a couple of seconds. But for now, I'm going to try my best to eat up as much of your time as possible with non-coding mumbo-jumbo and high-level speak. So I would assume you would already have some idea of what OpenSpec is trying to achieve. From my practical learning experience, the mistake that I made initially was to completely undermine and start developing all the other old-school software practices, especially in the context of building a large code base or an enterprise application where there's still some formality required. Practices such as having a very detailed high-level requirements, having technical designs, which might be schematics or diagrams, just really taking the time to complete a detailed database design or overall an architectural design. Then there's also the good old agile methodologies, such as having a project vision, a milestone, following some sort of iteration cycle. Maybe you're doing Scrum or Kanban. In short, if you are new to spec-driven development, you should be expecting it to be a little bit more boring. It should feel like an enterprise setup, should feel formal, and maybe too much demanding of the developer to... The first thing is you're always going to be reviewing and approving a lot of specs that the AI is generating. And there's going to be more input from a developer as compared to vibe coding. So for this series of trying to build a classifieds website, the high-level milestone will be just in super simple terms. First thing will be to scaffold the solution using an existing skill or an agent skill that I've created in another video. Next up from here is going to be creating a data access layer using yet another skill. Data access is a milestone because there are a lot of database tables, but the manual labor of wiring each table is practically the same. Could also create a logic and the API layer. Then build a front end. I'm going to try and build this and test out different front-end technologies within .NET. The first thing that I'm going to try is going to be the simple Razor pages. And then maybe I might move on to Blazor. So that's it for this mumbo-jumbo, pie in the sky chatting. Now we're going to try and get our hands a little bit dirty by initializing the OpenSpec. So let's do this in the solution. OpenSpec init, then select Codex as the AI agent. The OpenSpec folder is created. Now, before doing anything, the first file is going to be about details of the application. This is all going to be in the config.yaml. In this file, the very least that we should be providing is going to be the technology stack, which is simply going to be C#, .NET 10. And then there are going to be other supporting artifacts. Basically, the solution and projects will be structured similar to what this diagram as I have it here. Now moving on to the requirements, acceptance criteria and constraints. At the moment, I only have this high-level requirements document written in Word. It's a format docx format. This is going to work. AI models can parse and understand Word documents. The recommended format is a Markdown, which is a lot more efficient. Just for the sake of this demo, to save a lot of time, I'm going to cheat and ask another AI model to generate a Markdown-friendly version of this Word document, but it will be based on a solution I had already created previously using Copilot. So once again, I'm taking shortcuts here for the sake of the demo, and I'm cheating. Here is going to be the config.yaml, which is effectively just a summary of what this application's objectives or what this application is about. There are additional references, such as the already existing database schema, and how the code review will be conducted much later on. All these MD files are placed under the references folder. At this stage, I'm not sure what the best convention is. ChatGPT suggested I place each reference in its own folder. So now I want to scaffold the solution using the skills. I created this. So simply prompt GPT Codex to create a new solution based on clean architecture. And here's the blank solution with the projects and solution folders. This is not a big wow, but the main thing is that I didn't have to spend time or 10 minutes, however long, to manually create these, by hand, and then also having to sort of include the NuGet packages. And this convention I just followed will be part of a code review later. So it's not for the sake of just saving time. I have this solution structure as part of a code review. You can imagine being part of a team environment. There are some repeated conventions that you might be following. I did not leave the scaffolding to AI. I didn't want AI to have a wrong interpretation and create its own solution or projects. Instead, the coding agent is explicitly told which my coding standards to use. Having seen my other attempts when I tried to vibe code, AI agents tend to just lump everything into a single front-end project. So this is why this part where I wanted to take control of how the projects are laid out. So that's actually quite important. This is going to be a large project later on that I might want to add features to it. Now, the only slight issue of concern, OpenSpec was not in charge of this first change. So the solution has now moved on. There is some artifact, there's something in the code, but the specs are still effectively a version behind. So they still think we have a blank solution. So I might have to update the specs to indicate that there is already a solution structure in place and there's been some little bit of progress done. So that's it. First milestone can be checked off the list. We just have a blank solution at this stage. In the next video, I'll be creating the data access in a little bit more detail.